Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines. U.S. government revaluing gold, silver, and oil. Kevin OLeary's in the news. Chinese yuan expansion. Moodys in a stable coin rating. You're going to want it. We got Circle, and we got a new project on the XRP ledger. John Deaton's in the news. How about this one? Big banks eyeing XRP and saying that it could soar in price. How high could it go? Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Take a look at this. We're at $1.08 trillion market cap for cryptocurrency. We're off by 1.8% this morning. Bitcoin 23,100 plus, 1,500 plus for Ethereum. Tether market cap 67.8 billion, they say, and we're going to talk about this in just a second. XRP 40 cents this morning. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't done it, it's home of the XRP, baby. I know you know it. If you don't know it, click the link from our sponsor underneath the video. Why Uphold is different? Well, first of all, I'll tell you very quickly. It's anything to anything. Private equity to link to. You can convert your crypto into private equity and buy Ripple private equity or PolySign or Uphold private equity. There's so many opportunities and things to do on this platform. Home of the altcoins. Don't mess around. Check it. There's staking, H-bar included. Check it all out. Click the link underneath the video. This is disturbing, ladies and gentlemen, right here. U.S. debt clock. Why is gold still listed at zero? Oil still listed at zero? Silver, and that is troublesome to me. Very, very troublesome to me. Now, obviously, this is a ratio against M2 money, which is circulated in the world amongst you and I and the rest. And there may be other factor, but it's a lot of money. And the ratio is showing zero. This has been for days now. What is taking place here? Are we to assume that this is a glitch? Or should we start thinking that this is quite possibly at zero because they're going to be revaluing these commodities? Are we wrong to question this? Are we wrong to speculate? I don't know the answer. But I know one thing, it shouldn't be sitting here at zero. That much we all know. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh boy. You know, the last time we heard Kevin OLeary come out and give us the utmost confidence of where you could put your money, the platform failed. I'm talking about FTX. Shout out to Belt and Road on this one. But listen to this. This is the latest from Kevin OLeary here.
Completely transparent. I'm an Irish citizen. I'm a Canadian citizen. I'm an Emirati citizen. I also have all kinds of assets and investments in the U.S. where I'm an investor and I pay tax. I can put these assets anywhere I want. I can choose any jurisdiction I want. I have access to the EU through my Irish passport. Obviously, I can put them in Dubai if I wish. The most advanced regulatory environment right now that I can find, the very first license ever granted worldwide was to BitBuy, that is a broker-dealer attached to a crypto exchange in Canada. In my opinion, that is the safest place on earth to put assets.
Oh boy. And there you have that. And we've heard that before from Kevin, so be careful. I don't know if Kevin's going to turn out to be the Jim Cramer of crypto, Oh boy. Oh, bigger things happening, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, in China will continue to expand its digital yuan CBDC pilot program, the central bank said. And check this out. Central bank is currently testing the CBDC in 17 provinces. The CBDC was recently upgraded to include offline payments and smart contracts, and as you know, also derivative settlement. So they are moving very quickly. I have talked about this. The U.S. is behind. The U.S. is behind. Let's think of this for a moment. Are they? They're the largest economy in the world. Everyone says, and listen, and Brad Garlinghouse has even noted the SEC doesn't get to tell the rest of the world. And in fact, when he speaks to other people around the world, they're like, they don't give a crap. what the SEC says. They're going to do whatever they want, and that's fine, and I get it, and they will. And real utility and liquidity will come from the financial institutions and banks putting it and integrating the Ripple software and XRP ultimately for settlement. I get it. I'm just asking everyone to entertain the notion that the United States is last because it is the largest economy. It's told the rest of the world, get yourself in line. The United States is the one with the biggest risk of all as we move into this digital age because their national dollar happens to also serve as the global reserve currency. Now, look, I know China is out here literally doing everything they can to compete and make themselves look attractive to the world with their dollar. I'm just comparing a few things because if we go back, and I've delved into this before, but the United States dollar became the global reserve currency around 1944, the creation of Bretton Woods and the IMF. We all know the drill. But the real race for the United States dollar to be able to challenge the British pound at the time, the sterling pound, to be able to replace it didn't start in 1944. It started around 1914. And they had to work very hard to make it such a reliable dollar, get a lot of gold accumulated. So then after the war, they became the most attractive option. What I see here is China jockeying to do the same thing in the digital age. However, if you factor in that the USDC may possibly serve as the retail digital dollar, it's already out here in circulation. And we can't take away the idea of what David Andolfado has put forth from the R3 FedCoin report, which is one of many options of things that could happen. It is not a guarantee. It is certainly not me saying this is what will happen. However, if the United States wanted to use a wholesale back-end CBDC in the Federal Reserve U.S. Treasury central banking system that is not available to retail and consumers, if they wanted to, they could decide to peg to a $5 bill to XRP, a $10 bill, a $20 bill, a $500 bill. They could do this, but they would have to collateralize the situation to make it legitimate. And then obviously based on the amount of liquidity and utility moving across the network, I think you guys get it. It's something to entertain. There's no question about it. We don't know where it's going, but we know we have trouble in front of us. Leading financial institution Moodys Corporation is reportedly working on a scoring system for up to 20 stable coins, assessing the quality of their reserves attestations. Remember when USD Tether told the Department of Justice to go fly a kite? You don't have enough evidence to seek out a demand or a subpoena or warrant to see our books or reserves. Remember that? Things are changing, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to remind you right now, according to Moodys, 2022 settlement volume has MasterCard at 7.7 trillion in settlement volume, Visa at 14.1 trillion, and Tether at 18.2 trillion. And they've been thumbing their nose at the Department of Justice. I urge you to understand that I think this ends horribly. However, sitting off to the side is Circle with USDC going, hello, we're complying, everyone. And out of the 44.5 plus billion USDC currently backed, 44.6 plus billion in US dollars is held in custody accounts. This, to me, looks a little bit more like the way the regulators are going to want to see it. I don't think you got to go to MIT to know that. We'll see. And then here we have this. Web3 based XRP Healthcare, I think, launches today. And it says it promises wholesale costs to drugs. Now, listen, we'll see where this goes, but I don't know a ton about it. If anybody does, feel free to DM me because I'd love to learn more quickly and see what's happening there. But then we have this. Shout out to John Deaton, the field general representing 76,000 plus XRP holders. says he believes that the final and most aggressive push to shut down crypto might soon be witnessed in the wake of the White House statement over the weekend. Look, I agree with him. You heard what I just said about Tether. Tether settled, according to Moodys, 18.2 trillion, and nobody gets to see the reserves. They're offering a digital dollar to the world, which is the only product that the Federal Reserve has, and they just say, forget you guys. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it plays out at all. However, I do want to remind you of the language that was used here in the statement that was released that John Deaton's mentioning here. It would be a grave mistake to enact legislation that reverses course and deepens ties between cryptocurrency and the broader financial system. This is why I believe Brad Garlinghouse has always referred to XRP as a digital asset, not cryptocurrency. He wouldn't buy coffee or a haircut with it. The administration wholeheartedly supports responsible technology innovations that make financial services cheaper, faster, safer, and more accessible. That is where I see the delineation between something like XRP, XLM, and some others, and a broad part of the rest of the market. Meanwhile, take a look at this. Big banks eyeing Ripple court cases. XRP price holds on to gains. Oh, really? IG Bank. And I'll get to the long and short of it down here. They lay out the case and everything that we all already know. But they say basically both parties are waiting for final judgment date. But Ripple's CEO believes the case could conclude by summer and feels very good about where we are relative to the law and the facts. This is IG Bank. A positive outcome for Ripple could see XRP soar. But the case is in the air. This is far from guaranteed. That's true. But this is IG Bank. Right around 2,000 employees spread across, was it Switzerland, the UK? I mean, people all over the world use it. They focus on trading equities, bonds, FX market. They know a little something about money, right? Pretty interesting. And if you didn't catch the news over the weekend, Ripple gets a new central bank partner. Montenegro, welcome to the fold. Yeah. Launched a pilot project to build the first digital currency or stablecoin for Montenegro. And it is a beautiful place. I've looked up pictures of it. I would love to take a trip and Mrs. Back up there someday. Wonderful stuff. Now let's take a look at this. You know, that $27 XRP keeps showing up, whether it's Crypto Bull 2020, whether it's Dark Defender, or whether it's Egg Rag Crypto. When they look at these charts, they're all seeing something. Now, I tell you, I don't know when or if it actually happens, and they don't either. But according to the charts here, it looks like a very real possibility. We're going to have to pay attention to it to see if it comes to fruition. But I tell you, with everything that I see happening, I don't know what happens, but I certainly believe in it myself. It's not financial advice. I'm not trying to encourage you one way or the other. But if that, in fact, is a launch pad line that we are looking at, I'll be damn happy to see that go to $27. No doubt about it. That's going to do it for me. Not financial advice from me, Egg Rag Crypto, or anyone else. It's just our digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.